And now it's time for another edition of What Would Jello Do? Welcome to my new office. Now I must broadcast from here after the Donald J. Trumpsy Trumpamuck told the Proud Boys to stand back, stand by. And there may not even be 2,000 of them. Well, maybe it's multiplied to 20,000 by now the media's made them pop stars. But how about all the other ones? The ones who were a unregulated militia of one, like Kyle Rittenhouse, or the guy who shot all the people from the hotel building in Las Vegas. He's calling on all of them to come out too. Drag me away for possession of a mask or something like that. The backdoor dog whistle is not Trump himself. It's his most evil of his sons, Donald Trumpsy Jr., who said, yeah, we're going to have an army of poll watchers. 50,000 in 15 states alone. Ready to harass people, stop them like they did in Virginia earlier, where all these Trump-a-muck people with their MAGA hats who had just finished one of those car rallies. A polling place. Let's rumble. They heckled people, they yelled at people, to the point where the people in the polling place had to send people out to escort some of the people in who were terrified of them and just wanted to vote, and they didn't even have their assault rifles out yet, as far as I know. This is only one way that Trump is planning to steal the election. I sure am glad that he's admitting it straight out, that there's all these different ways they intend to try and steal the election, wrecking the postal service, where some postal workers are now sitting down on the job when they're told to disassemble the letter sorting machines. I like that. But meanwhile, we can't get too smug when people say, oh yeah, Biden's leading by all these margins in all these swing states. Those are exactly where all the vote stealing goes on. The real vote fraud all along has been the Republicans. Stealing 2000, stealing 2004, stealing 2016. And now, if Trump's already got a 5-3 majority on the Supreme Court, who he knows is going to do anything he wants, when he's got 1,000 lawyers or more filing all these lawsuits trying to take away everybody's ballots, hoping it creates such a mess that they have to hand it to the Supreme Court, and then, by then, a 6-3 majority, no matter what the law says, saying Trump-a-muck gets to wreck everything for another term. There's a group called True the Vote, who you say you got some Navy SEALs in these polls. They're going to say, no, 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 that's how we're going to play this show. New Jersey, 1981. Republicans, of course, tried this in the gubernatorial race, where they had off-duty cops all over the place wearing armbands saying National Ballot Security Task Force. They didn't exist. They just made them up in order to bully people against voting. And sure enough, the Republican won after an election recount that went on almost a month and barely won at all. And you have the other really militant ones, the Atomwaffen, the base, which of course means Al-Qaeda in Arabic. Who knows how much paramilitary training is going on with them right now? So, I am more than a little relieved that it all came out this early, so it isn't a big surprise attack like any smart commander would have done. Instead, county officials, polling places, they claim they're already getting contingency plans together in case they get mobbed like this. But what kind of contingency plans? What happens if the people show up in their big monster trucks like they did in Portland and fire paintballs at people trying to vote? Spray them with bear repellent, which is no ordinary kind of pepper spray. That was all a rehearsal, just like the takeover of the Michigan Capitol building with machine guns, for what they want to do nationwide. Are they ready for that? Well, best thing they can do, nonviolent resistance, just like how they've had to escort people into abortion clinics and protect them from these so-called pro-life people with their posters of the bloody fetuses, and they don't give a damn about your kid once they're born. They just, we want to save the unborn, but fuck the born, them. Having to escort them through all those corridors of people and stuff. That's what they're going to have to be ready for, to escort frightened people possibly by the millions. Clinic defense, that's what's going to have to work on a mass scale. Vote defense. Vote defense. Be ready on Election Day to protect the innocent from the armed and dangerous guilty.